Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Simply Nature, Healthy and Sexy. Every Thursday, this is Jaslin with you live. And right now, this week, I'm back in my home in the Philippines. Alright, so welcome back, everyone. 大家早上好. Maganda umaga, my friends in the Philippines. See the lights there? That's my little Prosper. Alright, he's so happy that we're back. And welcome back live streaming right now on Facebook, and I'm trying to post it back on my own chat just in a while's time. So what did I share with you last week? I shared about walking in the woods and why it's so refreshing and why it's important that we should always expose ourselves in a natural environment so that we could actually be relaxed and set in a mood, for healing, for betterment of health and so forth. So this week, as I share, I'll be sharing with you the 5 basic needs of human, which is water, air, food, shelter, and of course, last but not least, water, air, food, clothing. Alright, so I did share about clothing a few of my episode, and this week I am still going to continue with something to do with clothing, which is what you have been wearing it on your body, on yourself, and what is it I'm going to share with this week. Not to sidetrack, but do you know that food aren't the only thing in our home with a shelf life? So what are the things that have shelf life, the expiry? I touched on this topic last year about this time, and I wanted to re-emphasize, that actually expired clothing, wearables, household product that we have to be aware of to get rid of. All right. Hi, Lee. Thank you for watching. Good morning, friends. I've been on this will be my 59th episode. All right. Hi, Audrey. Thank you for watching. All right. So this episode, I'm actually sharing more on the things that has been expired, has this due dates, that you have been using. So it falls under this 5 category, right? As I mentioned, this whole series that I'm touching on this year, 2019, it started off with air, then it go on to water, it goes on to food. Now I'm on something to do with clothing, wearables, things that you touch on every day, in and out. So what are these things that I'm talking about? Here are the products that actually have due dates, shelf life. And you may want to think twice about what you did this morning. All right, the toothbrush that you've been using. All right, everyone takes caution, more likely not to eat on things, certain food that's expiry that may get you sick. But yet a lot of people are not aware that we do have more than food around our house that expiry dates, from your sleepers, at home or wearing it out, that you've been using it day in, day out. It's commonly practiced, to buy new items, maybe when it's wore out, or probably like once a year kind of thing. However, it's not just on the unhygienic part, alright, that we're talking about that may actually harm us. Here are the list of the things that you may not know that actually had expiry date. Chong Kok, thank you for watching. Alright, welcome back. Are you ready? There's a list of things. Alright, so here it goes. Number 1, towel. Even with frequent washing, especially in today's world, we use sophisticated washing machine with dryer, a lot of detergent with chemical softener. You should get rid of your towel. There's 2 school of thoughts, alright. One said that you should replace your towel once a year. Some say 2 to 3 years. So usually I would replace my towel maybe 2 to 3 years, but then I'll use it as my it as a floor mat, for cleaning the floor, for drying up the floor. So But it did say here that, you know, if you didn't how you should dump your towel, actually there's accumulation growth of bacteria. No wonder sometimes in the wet weather, if you do wash your towel, it still carry a form of smell or odor because of the growth of bacteria. So, you know, once again, if there's sun, you know, usually besides drying up your clothes in the washing machine using dryer, I still prefer to sun my stuff, alright, because the sun really is able to kill the bacteria, alright. So that's number one. Number two, as I mentioned, you know, what do you do first thing in the morning? Oops, for some people doesn't do that, but most of the people will brush their teeth. So most of us probably don't use our toothbrush for extended period of time, but we actually need to throw it out every 3 months. 3 months, and expiry of the toothbrush is actually 3 months. You know, keep that in mind, alright. So to prevent gum damage, so if you are usually falling ill and you have gum disease, maybe it's got to do with your toothbrush, alright, so you don't risk catching the disease like that. So that was number two. Hang on for a moment, let me see if it's plugged on live. Alright, it did. So what was number three right now? Sponge. You know, sponge that you touches when you wash your cup, when you wash your bowls, when you wash your pans, you know, pots and pans. You actually should change your sponge every 2 weeks. 2 weeks, you know. But if you are heavy person, I mean, if you cook every day, alright, so you should change it every week. That was supposed to be because of the bacteria that's growing on your sponge. Alright, this because you usually soak the sponge with water and making it suitable for, in fact, fungus and mold to thrive. So usually, you know, we do change sponge, but it's advised to do it every week if you cook every day. But if you not, at least every 2 weeks change your sponge. Alright, so number four, alright, I'm not sure if we are in the era of using this, but some of us do. In fact, a lot of people in the Philippines still use that because I guess they feel cleaner using it, you know, rather than bath foam or bath gel. People are still using bath soap, especially the herbal one, organic one, you know, the one that's made to smell good, the fragrance ones, you know. Bath soap, unless otherwise stated, bath soap typically lasts up to 1 year, you know, for some 3 months, you know, although you probably finish it by then, but keep it in mind, right? You should replace your bar soap also every 3 months. I guess the time frame of 3 to 6 months is the time where bacteria will multiply quickly and grow. So keep it to that in mind, alright? You're probably not able to tell, but growing of the bacteria on the bar soap or whatsoever, but the moment you see cracks, you know, that's the time, alright? So that was number four. What else? Number five, you know, things that I've been using the in and out, day in, day out, but you're not aware that it's actually expiry date. Your hairbrush, alright, your hairbrush could be full of germs, and even though you washed it, alright, because it's hard to wash the brush unless you use another brush to keep this brush clean. But you are actually advised to also change it every year, you know, but you still have to make sure that you clean it every week. So there it goes, hairbrush, alright. Oh, this one, it applies to the ladies. I think when I mentioned that last year, a lot of people actually private messaged me because they were shocked to hear that, because we used to keep this really long, especially when it's very seasoned, alright. Season means that it is so nice to use it already, and usually that's the time that we advise to throw it off. What was that? That's my coming to number 6. Your bra, alright, your bra. Many of us are probably guilty of it. It applies to the female only, alright. Using the bra until it's totally wear out, but you should replace it every once to 2 years, alright. Hi, thank you Sally for watching. All right, Sally's my sister, she's watching. All right, bra, bra, we usually will use it until it's totally wear out, because that's the time when you feel most comfortable. I think it applies to some of the guys. If you're wearing your underwear, your girls panties, it's the same. All right, we're talking about undergarment, because usually that's the time, even though it loses its support, as what bras is supposed to be, keep your support there. Same for the guys, your underwear is supposed to give you support. Hi Carolina, thank you for watching. All right, but that's the time, in fact, you got to replace it the moment it loses the support, right? That's the timeline, and that's actually a guideline to tell you that it's time to replace it, because you do not want to see bacteria growing on your bra, or on your underwear, because this is not healthy. All right, so there you go. Number 7, perfume. We do wear perfume. All right, these are the wearables on your clothes. You spray your perfume, perfume on your bed sheets. Some of you do that. How long can your perfume last? Usually we gauge it based on the time it lasts, the smell that it lasts. Then you stop using it. But actually the shelf life is also about a year. Well, it's a bit hard to finish a bottle of 100 ml perfume within a year, unless you guys are sharing it. So another way to go about it is, really, if you love the smell but it should expire in a year, get a 30 ml to a 50 ml, even though it's much expensive. But you see, no point getting 100 ml which is going to expire in a year, yet you can't finish it. So that's probably one way of saving it as well. All right, so same for essential oil. Right, it shouldn't last you more than 2 years, because it probably has no effect anymore the moment it crosses its expiry. Well, some of you might see expiry on the boxes, the date that's on the boxes, but I guess you could probably give a gauge. The moment you open it, usually I put a date there. The moment you open it, it shouldn't last you more than a year. All right. Number 8, for parents out there, to the kids, to the newborn babies, pacifier. All right, pacifier, things that you thought you are using it, the moment it has cracks, that's where the germs and the bacteria start to form. Maybe that's why, now it reminds me, when I was in Singapore, I went for my dentist, and it says that the moment there is this dryness or cracks, that's where bacteria will start to form. All right, so the same concept. You should change it every 2 months. That's for the pacifier. All right, for the moms. Well, I'm coming to the second one. Guess what? Sleepers. All right, sleepers, same. You guess bacteria. Maybe some of you are suffering from some food disease, cracked lines on your food. It could probably be the bacteria that you have been carrying it on your sleepers, sleepers for years. But do you know that your favorite furry sleepers as well, those that you wear in a home, in your house, indoor, also can spread germs and carry fungus infection, all right, if you're not careful. So basically you could wash it frequently, but you should replace it every 6 months. All right, that goes for the sleepers, indoor and outdoor. All right, so that's number 9. Oh, it's how many of them? Sorry, it's actually 12 of them. All right, so I'm coming to the last, third one. It's called the pillowcase. All right, pillowcase, changed it every 2 to 3 years. It is also time, because it will deform. It might cause you neck pain or back pain. All right, but I think most important as well, pillow. Some of you, when you sleep and you snore, or you the saliva will form onto your pillow, and that's where the bacteria will come. All right, so change it every 2 to 3 years. All right, so also to prevent the dust mite that might be living in your pillowcase for years, it will cause you harm on your health as well. All right, so pillowcase, you advise to change it even before it deforms. But if you have used it for more than 2 to 3 years, it's time to change. All right, so 11 things that you've been using, and you are not aware of. One of them is your wooden spoon. All right, some of you use wooden spoon as your utensil in the form of cooking, making a salad, you know, the moment you saw any soft spot, cracks, or discoloring, that's the time to change. All right. So wood, you know, which is phosphorus material that can easily absorb moisture, and your wooden spoon may also house bacteria. So if you have been using it for a long time and you have been having stomach upset, probably that's one of the reasons. Okay, so last but not least, mosquito repellent. All right, mosquito repellent. All right, if you are a person who's always walking in the woods, as I mentioned last week, walking in the woods there's so much benefit. You know, do watch my last episode, because there's so much benefit in walking the woods. All right, in fact, it's cancer prevention. But if you walk in the woods and you know there's bound to have a lot of mosquito, you need to use mosquito repellent, right? And typically in Singapore and even in the Philippines, you will see mosquito in this season. Right now it's rainy season, you might see more mosquito. So if you are outdoor person and you're always on hiking as well, you should also be using a lot of this. But you are to change it every once a year, even though it says expiry in 2 years. All right. Well, once again, the moment, even if it says manufacturing in 2019 and expired in 2021, but you got this thing in 2020, the moment you open it, all right, even you got it in 2019, the moment you open it, and it should not last you a year, because that's the expiry of the product. So you should actually write the date. You know, one of the good habits is to write the date on the items that you open it, all right, so that you could actually remember that the expiry is going to be last 1 year. All right. So, you know, I have a list, you know, a list of expiry date. If you want, please PM me. I can send you the chart. All right. So it's very handy. You could print it out like this. You know, I'm going to show it to you. It goes like that. You know, it's a list of things that you would need to have. You know, clip it on. This is the list of things. You could clip it on your desk, you know, in your refrigerator, so that it keeps you as a reminder. All right, what are the things that will last you a week, and what are the things that would probably last you in 2 weeks, and probably some 6 months. So why am I sharing with you all this? As I mentioned, this 2019, I'm sharing about what are the things, you know, what are the air that you breathe, the water that you drink, the food that you eat, the clothing, the wearables that I just mentioned today. You know, even if you're living in a shelter, what is causing harm to your body? What is the things that you're exposed to, you're not aware of, and that's why you've been falling sick. You know, so I'm still on the topic on the fourth one, which is clothing, wearables, you know, related things, things that have been using and you have crossed expiry, that's causing you health issue right now. Hope is helpful. These are the 12 items. If you want to have a copy of that, private message me, all right, and I'll send it to you. So more importantly, you know, I'm also going to share with you why we're going to have this coming 23rd of July. This 23rd of July, we're actually having this health talk, you know, by Simply Nature, only in the Philippines, all right, with a reputable professional. You know, we have Dr. Jimmy Katapia, which is oncology. We have Dr. Johan Kim, a lifestyle doctor, is going to share with you how you're going to live your life with the food that you eat, the things that you drink. You know, what are the cause of your health issue, all right? And of course, we have none other than this CEO of Simply Nature, people expert, you know, what people has been doing in Singapore, in Asia, in Philippines, you know, helping a lot of especially cancer patients, lifestyle disease patients, autoimmune disease patients, degenerative disease patients getting better health, all right, together with the current treatment that they're going through, whether it's chemo or radiation, all right. So the topic that we're going to write on this coming Tuesday on the 23rd of June with you, Simply Nature Health Talk, is about the second opinion for your cancer. All right, we're still going to focus on cancer and know your real status. All right, so that you can make an informed decision what you're going to do for your loved ones who are currently suffer cancer. So how Simply Nature PIPA solution, which is 100% natural, could actually helps you to fight cancer together with your oncologist, with your health professional. All right, so it's 100% free registration. So how are you going to register? Like the post today that I'm sharing with you, share the post, and then PM your contact number as well as your name, and our team will contact you immediately to register yourself. So as usual, limited slots, because all the more is free registrations. In fact, we have free consultation on the day, so you're advised to also let us know if you need consultation on that day. All right, so none other than brought to you by simplynature.asia, of course, and pipa.asia. All right, so if you are keen on it, please PM us right away. We are left with a few days for registration. All right, so follow us on Facebook. We're gonna have a lot of health talk. We're going to continue on the topic on cancer every Tuesday with my husband. He's going to share with you on cancer. All right, so my channel, I'm going to share with you more about health tips, how to live your health, live your life and your health in back to Genesis kind of living, back to normal, back to health, back to natural way. All right, so of course, if you miss some of my episode, click on to my YouTube channel, which is going to share with you more about it. Of course, if you already know who we are, back home in Singapore and Philippines, you could always click onto the link to place your order. All right, of course, do note that there's voucher given every time. We have promo codes, on the different links that are provided to you, so that you could actually write on to the promo that we're offering, the discount promo they're offering to you. All right, so welcome and thank you for watching every Thursday with me, Jaslin, 8 a.m. by Simply Nature, Healthy is Sexy. See you guys next Thursday once again. All right, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed today and hope it's helpful. God bless you. Bye guys.